Hello and welcome to this tutorial, and in this tutorial we are going to learn how to use multiple methods inside a single class. So as you could see, this is our main class right here and this is our main method, and I've already mentioned that this thing right here is going to be main method. That is because it has a keyword called main. Now apart from this main method, we could include as many methods as we want inside this main class, which is called as the my class, and we could go ahead and create a new method and we could call in that particular method inside our main method. So let's go ahead and create one more method. So in order to create one more method, we go right below this main class where this main class ends. We go right here and we use the same syntax in order to create a method. So the first thing which we need to do is that we need to type in public. But for the sake of the new method which we are creating, we are going to type in private. And what private means is that it is the exact opposite of public. So public means that this method is accessible to all, and what private means is that this method is only accessible to this class right here, which is called as the my class. So we type private, then we type static. After static we type in void, and void is basically the return type which mentions that this method is not going to return anything. After void we type in the method name. So let's say we want a method to display a message, so we type in the method name as, let's say, print. Then we use parentheses and opening and closing curly bracket to contain the code of this method. So once we have the method, we write some code into it. So we type system.out.println to display something on the screen, and let's say this says hello from second method. So as you could see, we have successfully created this method right here, which is called as the print method, which is basically going to print out some text onto the output screen. And as you could see, our main method is blank right now, and if we save the code and now if we go ahead and execute it, as you could see, it is not going to display anything. And the reason for that is that we have actually created this method right here, but method creation alone is not enough. In order to execute that method, you actually need to call it. So for the main method, we never called the main method, and that is because the main method is always going to get called when we run the program. So in order to call this method right here, we use something which is called as a method call. So in order to call a method, we simply type in the method name, which is print in this case, give a parentheses and give a semicolon. And what this line of code is going to do is that it is going to call this method, and call is nothing but it is basically going to execute the code inside this method. So now once we have called this method inside our main method, we could save the code, and when we run it, as you could see, it is going to display a message as hello world from second method. So that's basically how you create multiple methods inside a single class, and you could create as many methods as you want, but the only thing which you need to take care of is that when you have created a method, you also actually need to call it. So that's it for this tutorial, and I hope you guys understood how to add multiple methods to the same class. So thank you very much for watching this tutorial, and I'll see you guys in the next tutorial. Thank you.